Hi, my class. Today we're going to do some mental math exercises on March 23rd, 20th. So, what we're going to be doing here is I'm going to be giving you different kinds of problems that we've had all fourth grade. And I would really recommend that when I write a question, you then pause the video, try your best, and then come back to see the answer. So here we go. We're going to start with reviewing place value. So I'm going to write a number like this to get us fresh. And I would like you to identify the tens. Pause the video. Hopefully you're back. And yes, the tens is here. I would like you to now identify the ones. Pause the video. And yes, you're back. And this is the ones. Let's try a harder number. I would like you to now identify the thousands. Pause the video. Yes, this is the thousands. I would like you to identify the hundred thousands. Pause. And yes, this is the hundred thousands. I would like you to now identify the hundreds. Pause the video. This is the hundreds. And finally, I would like you to identify the 10,000s. Pause the video. And yes, this one is the 10,000s. Let's add something in here. Can you identify the decimal point? Pause the video. Decimal point. Can you identify the hundredths? Almost tripped myself up there. Yep, this is the hundredths. And finally, the tenths. Pause the video and back. This is the tenths. Okay, let's make it a little harder. Okay, please identify the thousands. Pause, back, thousands. Please identify the ones. Pause the video. And yes, ones. Please identify the hundredths. Pause, back, hundredths. Please identify the hundred thousands. Pause, back, hundred thousands. Please identify the tens. Pause, tens. Please identify the tenths. Pause, and tenths. Okay, let's try something else now. I would like to remind you about rounding. If you would like to write that down so you remember what we're doing, we are rounding. And yes, let's start with a more simple number like 91. I would like you to round 91 to the nearest 10. You can pause the video and come back. Hopefully you're back now. And this is how I've taught my students how to round. If you do it differently with your teacher, go ahead. But I usually just identify the tens first. And I see, okay, well, this is 90. And then I ask my students, well, what is 10 up from 90? 90 plus 10 is 100. And then I ask my students, well, what is the ones in this situation? And they say 1, and I square it. And then I put a 5 right here, and I ask myself, well, is it above 5 or is it below 5? And the answer is below. So the answer, when we round down to 90. All right, let's try another one. Let's try a bigger number, like 7,683. Could you round this number to the nearest 10, please? Pause the video, come back. Hi. So yes, the 10 is here. So I have my students write over here 7,680. Then I ask them, what is 10 up from that? And the answer is 7,680 plus 10 is 7,690. And then I have them identify the ones. And I ask them, is 3, is it above 5 or below 5? And the answer is below. So your answer is 7,680. Could we do that with the same number, but rounding to the 100 or the 1,000? We sure could. Let's take this same number, 7,683, and round it to the nearest 1,000. Pause the video and come back, please. Well, this is 7,000. And I ask my students, what's 1,000 up from that? And the answer is 8,000. And then I ask them, well, put a square around all the numbers to the right of that, 683. And then I say, is 683 above or below 500? And the answer is 683 is above 500. So we actually round up to 8,000. So if you're interested in doing similar problems like this, you can. And please come back to me by sending a photo or a message with your answers. Over and out. Hope all is well.